Howdy folks, this is Dave West for the Civil Spoke. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some equipment to use when beginning to ride on the road. Things that you absolutely need, things that are for safety, and things that are more for comfort and or things that just make cycling more convenient. Things that you absolutely need to ride your bike is, of course, a bike. You need one of these, a bicycle. You don't even necessarily have to own a bike. You can go down to any of those those city bikes, and you just rent a bike and you can just go out cruising for a bike. Things that you absolutely need for safety that I like to use, I definitely and highly recommend you get a helmet. I like to wear highly fluorescent socks. The reason I wear highly fluorescent socks because that's the part of my body that's moving the most. And if a driver sees something that's really bright and it's moving, it'll catch their eye and they won't hit me. And that's the goal. I like to use a rear light. And if it's at night, I use a front light to do a butt triangle. So this is a safety belt that I put on and I wear, and that is on my booty. And so most of the time when I'm riding my bike, my butt is really visible, and I wear this right on my booty. And most of the time my bike shorts are black, and so this stands out. Not to mention it's highly reflective, so whenever I ride at night, you can see this really bright. Some things for comfort that I use is I also wear these. These are sun sleeves. I put them on my arms. Not only are they UPF 50 right there, they block the sun, keep me from getting burned really bad. But when I'm riding, they're really easy to see. They're on my arms and they're bright white. People see them really easily, especially drivers. You know, it keeps me from getting hit. Some other things that I like to take with is I take water. I take lots of water. Usually I carry 2 water bottles, but every now and then I carry a third one. I put it in my back pocket, just like that, along with a Cliff Bar or a banana or something. Especially in Texas, I highly recommend that you carry water. No matter how far you go, carry water. Some other things that I use for comfort is I wear cycling gloves. I prefer leather cycling gloves. The reason I like gloves, my hands get really sweaty, and I don't like for my hands to stick to my grip tape on my handlebars. So what I do is I let these guys get sweaty and I let these guys stick to my handlebars. And I don't like my hands sticking to my handlebars. To me, it feels kind of gross. It's just a comfort thing, just for me personally. Not to mention, they give me these nice, cool little circle tan lines on the back of my hands. Oh yeah. Another thing that I like to carry, it's not necessarily for safety, but just in case I get into an accident, is I carry my in case I die road ID. My wife likes to call this my in case I die bracelet, so they know and who to call. And I usually wear it out, so whenever I'm laying on the ground like that, they don't have to twist my arm around to read it. It's just out for them to read it just like that. Another thing I like to carry is my tool bag. I'm going to get into the contents of my tool bag later, but very, very handy to have. The more you ride your bike, the more prone you are to get a flat tire. That's the most common one. I've also had my brakes seize up because a bolt gets loose, something like that. And I almost always carry a bike pump, a nice little portable bike pump. I think this is a Topeak one, but it's super handy. This has saved my butt so many times when I'm out on like a 50 to an 80 miler. Another piece of equipment that I like to have just for comfort, just for me, is I like to have sunglasses because honestly, Texas is crazy bright and it's crazy hot. Not to mention it protects my eyes from all sorts of stuff that might be flying towards my face, like bugs, pebbles, rock. I really don't like things getting into my eyes. So I wear my sunglasses for protection from the sun and from other stuff that might be whacking me in the face. Another equipment I like to carry to make cycling easier on me are clipless pedals and clipless shoes. I'm going to be carrying these nice comfortable shoes, and these have SPD style cleats on them with a SPD style pedal on my bike. I like clipless pedals because not only can you push, but you can also pull on your pedals so you can propel yourself forward more easily. So like, let's say your quads are getting tired because you're always pushing. You can also, whenever on the upstroke, you can pull on your pedals using your hamstrings like that. It makes pedaling a lot easier. So I strongly suggest if you're going to do any sort of long-term cycling or long-distance cycling, I suggest that you get yourself some clipless pedals and some shoes to go along with it. Let's go ride our bike. Let's go ride our bike. Let's go ride our bike.